have a dream to tell you guys about. Hi guys, I'm Vivacious Hannah and welcome to this video. So I had a dream last night and I just kind of wanted to go over it because I feel like it can relate to a lot of us. Now I was in the forest or something, I was hiking down trying to find my friend. I couldn't find her and I knew there was one specific path where if I went down it, I would only find evil. And I just was like, oh my gosh, please don't let her be down there. Since I couldn't find her anywhere else, I went down that path. And there was a little clearing with a picnic table and that's where I found her hanging out with the devil. Now I didn't like see the devil, like I know in my dream I saw him, but I can't tell you like any details because I don't even think Dream Hannah would know, like, is the devil like an actual physical being? Is he just, you know, kind of omnipresent? Like, I don't know. So my mind saw what I thought was the devil, and they were just sitting there, like, playing chess or something so simple. But right when I walked up, they both could sense that, you know, there was someone who wasn't interested in their evil walking up, and it was kind of like a disturbance in the force, I guess. And so my friend stood behind me, and the devil stood in front of me, and I was just kind of like, uh-oh, what have I done? And you know, at first they were kind of playing like games with me to freak me out, like, oh, you want to leave? Oh, you can't! And I can't remember if I was specifically told this or if I just seriously felt it, but I knew that it was the beginning of the end. Like, not just, you know, today could technically be the beginning of the end or something. We could really say that any time is the beginning of the end, but this was the beginning of the end. Like, things were gonna go insane. And finally, these two let me go. And like, first of all, I was so sad about my friend, like, turning to the dark side. I kind of think it's because I was reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and like Edmund like goes off and joins the witch. Maybe that's what inspired this dream. For some reason, I felt the need to go to my high school and just preach about like turning your life to Jesus while you still can. To my history class, I'm not sure why them specifically, and I'm not even in high school anymore. I've been out for almost 2 years. But I just knew, like, I'm like, okay, that's where I have to go. And before I could even get there, another one of my friend's moms was walking past me. And I don't know if she's a Christian, but I guess in my dream she wasn't. And I was just talking with her for probably 10 minutes about God and how much he cares for her. And, you know, even though things are going wrong, like, that's not his fault, you know, it's sin was let into the world and, you know, things just started to kind of destroy themselves, I guess. I know this dream isn't maybe too exciting for you guys, but it really woke me up and I hope something changes in my life because I was realizing, like, I'm not that bold in my faith. You know, if people bring it up at work or if they ask why I don't work on Saturdays, I'm kind of like, that's my Jesus day. You know, I'm so timid about my faith and we need to be bold. And not just like following Jesus, because that's so important. Like, without following Jesus, do you have Christianity? I don't think so. And I know that, you know, I post these videos on YouTube and that I, you know, try to be pretty inspirational on my Instagram, on my Twitter, and at some point I have to stop being passive about my faith because, you know, I post videos to inspire you guys and to, you know, spread what God's been teaching me like I am right now. But I also feel like it's a passive way to preach the gospel because I'm giving people the option to not listen. And that's great. I don't want to be aggressive about my faith and like, you need to follow Jesus right now. But I also don't want to look back on my life and realize, like, I could have witnessed to this person in this moment, or, you know, I could have, you know, prayed for them. Like, I cannot tell you how many times there have been people at my work, like my coworkers, who are going through problems, and have I ever prayed with them? No. Why not? I know that I'm a person who really cares what people think. And, you know, if I pray with someone, what are they going to think of me? Like, realistically, they'll probably be like, wow, that was so nice of Hannah. You know, and maybe they'll like find inspiration in, I don't know, my faith or something if they get to know more about me. But when have I ever done anything like that? I don't talk about my faith at work unless someone else brings it up. I think that's how it is for a lot of us. You know, we get so comfortable in our faith, in our tiny little box that we've built for ourselves. we need to go explore and expand our knowledge of God and share that with others. You know, we're called to love like Jesus. Okay, you can do that pretty much without, you know, explicitly telling someone that you're trying to be like Jesus. You can just love them. You know, that's the Great Commandment. But the Great Commission is that we go spread the word. We go make disciples. And how many of us are just being passive in our faith? If you aren't being passive in your faith and you're actually out there, you know, preaching the gospel and stuff, like, tell us down in the comments below. I would love to hear about any of you guys who are doing that sort of thing. And for the rest of us who maybe aren't so forward about our faith, let's try to brainstorm of some ways that we can actually get there. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm terrified about talking about anything that would make me seem different. So basically, that's what I have to say. I just really want you guys to think about how you're changing lives for the kingdom. And even, like, I take my tithe and I usually will donate it to, you know, a charity that I believe in, because I don't actively go to a church right now. I just study on my own. And side note, I feel like that's kind of where I need to be right now. Like, I need to grow with God on my own for just a little while longer. So, for example, Voice of the Martyrs is doing a sort of donation thing right now where you can give them $6 for a Bible, and it can go to one of 3 kind of, not I guess places. So one option is that you buy Bibles for persecuted Christians and you get the names of the people who received the Bible so that you can pray for them. And another one is buying Bibles for children so that you can teach them to be completely courageous about their faith. And the third one is giving Bibles to, I think, like super persecuted nations like North Korea, where they can't get Bibles. And that's like one example of the ways that I spend my tithe, and I will go ahead and link that down below because I think it's so important that we help those who are persecuted around the world. But even that is being a little passive. Not that I'm trying to like bag on, you know, Voice of the Martyrs, because I think what they're doing is incredible. But I'm just kind of talking about me here. Like, if all I do is donate my money, am I really doing enough? You know, at the end of the world, when God's gonna judge me, what's he gonna see about me? What's he gonna see about you? So I'm gonna leave it there. Hope it's something for you guys to think about, because my mind's been spinning all day. Well, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, and subscribe. Just gonna leave it at that. I will see you guys next time. Go out there and make someone smile today. And also maybe tell them about Jesus.